Hey everyone, this is Sean Butner, certified high performance coach here with this week's live video. I hope that you're excited as I am to be here on these weekly live videos. I love doing these for you guys, so trying out the whole YouTube thing. And today's video is all about how do you feel more confident in your life, because I have clients that are always asking me, how can I feel like I'm ready to start ... How do I know I can make the big move across the country? How do I know I can actually get into the shape that I need to in order to live the life that I want to? Things like that. And so I was thinking about it, and every time I have felt not super confident in my life, it's usually been because I'm not doing one of these things that I'm about to share with you. And I know from the high performance studies, a lot of the time we talk about habits, we talk about things that you're actively doing to create things in your life, like, clarity, who you are, what you want to do, the energy of the physical and mental vibrancy in your life, courage, are you speaking up for yourself? Are you really, putting yourself out there, putting your ideas out there? Are you generating time to focus and not distractions? And are you generating influence with the people you need to, that your team, your family and stuff, so that you're heard and you can create those awesome win-win situations? So just an extension on that, if ever you're feeling unsure of yourself, or you feel like others are judging you, or you're not sure you can do something, then it's time to start to generate more confidence. And not that I buy into fake it till you make it. Like, I don't think that that's really always a good strategy, but definitely you can set yourself up to consistently create confidence. So with that said, we'll get right into the 5 things, because I just want to touch real quick too that confidence is really important if you want to be a high performer, because if you can't sell that idea, if you can't put yourself out there, if you can't confidently say no to things because there's so much coming at you, it really hurts how much you can do for yourself and your family and your community. So that's the goal here, to be confident, to go and chase after that goal, to be able to serve greater, to have a greater impact. Are you with me? So here you go. The first thing that you need to do if you want to be more confident is to get more consistent. And what do I mean by that? So consistency, all it is are you consistently, if let's say you're trying to grow your business, right? Are you consistently marketing? Are you consistently getting new clients? And are you consistently doing the outreach? And it all comes down to focusing on the skills that you need and to consistently work on improving those to get up. So, like, a easier example that just came to me is, if you are a runner and you want to run marathons, are you consistently running and training to get yourself into shape and where you need to be in order to do that? So being very consistent and building those skills will help you feel more confident and more competent. And I'm not sure if you've heard of this competent confidence loop that other people have talked about before me. So that's not my idea, but it's something, the more competent you feel, the more confident you're going to feel. And that's all good. So that is the first thing to do if you want to feel more confident. The second thing is to find challenge. So I'm not sure if these are coming up backward or not. Still working through the YouTube stuff, but we're live, so we'll roll with it. That said challenge. If it's backwards, that's what that said. So anyways, what I mean by challenge is, are you consistently in that zone where things aren't super easy, to where you like shut your brain off and just kind of go through the motions and can get it done? And are you learning things, right? So if you're in a situation where, again, let's do the running example, where you can run 7-minute mile for 20 miles. That's pretty good. Are you able to train at a pace that's at like 640 for a mile each time to help you get to that quicker speed? Are you able to increase the conversions on your marketing so that you're getting the clients and stuff that you need? Are you, practicing public speaking in a way where you're consistently doing new material or talking to bigger crowds to where you're kind of uncomfortable, but you're still able to be aware and learn. You're not feeling super overwhelmed. So if you do too much challenge, you feel overwhelmed and it's really hard to progress. And you're psychologically, you get kind of destroyed because you're like, man, like I completely am out of my element. Why should I even bother? That happens to a lot of people. But if you're consistently responding to tough things to challenge, it could also be like tough physical things. So if you do like martial arts, if you're doing like, bow hunting, if you're doing rock climbing, if you're doing, something that is inherently difficult, if you're consistently going up to whatever that is for you and beating it, you're going to feel like, life can throw anything at you and you can handle it. And that's completely awesome. And that'll make you feel more confident. So moving right along, the third thing to do if you want to feel more confident in your life is to this is more of a mindset, but this says agency. And what I mean by agency is that in any place in your life, you have control to make changes, to do something different. So if something's not working for you, you have the ability to change it. And a lot of times, what I've seen with clients and friends and stuff like that, it's when they get stuck and they feel like it's not worth trying because they have no control over the situation. And maybe you've felt that way. I know I have in certain relationships that I've had in the past and certain situations I've had in the past, giving up that personal power to other things like, oh, this is what I have to do for my family. This is what I have to do because society tells me to. That's going to prevent you from feeling like you have control of your life and any type of those situations. So you're not going to feel as confident. So if in those instances, like there's a time where I didn't like where I was in my career, and it took me a while to kind of realize like I'm in charge of my career. It's not anyone else. If I'm not happy, it's up to me to make the changes necessary to find something else to do that was a little bit more aligned in, who I am and how I wanted to contribute. So, well, when I did that, I ended up completely changing careers for a bit and then, shuffling things around, and it all worked out for the better. I felt super engaged in my life, moving across the country to start a business and then land on my feet at a pretty big tech company out here. So, this stuff works. And I know I'm a much more confident person having noticed that I could change things, doing the change, and then landing on my feet when it didn't go exactly the way that I wanted, but I was still able to, have money to pay for stuff when it came down to it. So that's what I mean by agency. If you believe you can change your situation, you can change your relationships, you can change your health, you can change how you feel, then you'll feel more confident. The fourth thing is acceptance, and just knowing that life is going to throw you curveballs. Things are going to happen that you have no control over, and that's okay. And when you try, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go the way that you want. I just talked about, switching my career, thinking I was going to start a business and do that for the rest of my life, and that fell apart in 9 months. And so I had to get another job working for somebody else, but that turned out to be pretty awesome. So knowing that there's going to be hardship and knowing that you can handle it, right? That's what I mean by acceptance. Like, okay, I know that there's going to be stress in planning this wedding. I know there's going to be stress in changing this career or moving across the city or starting a family. There's going to be challenge there. And I got it. I can figure it out. It might not be all rosy. It's not going to be all happy or super chill, no frustration. But at the end of the day, I'll figure a way through it. So if you can do that, then you will feel more confident, especially the better you are at planning when things might go sideways or might trip you up ahead of time, the more confidently you'll be able to respond to it, because you can think with a clear head without having all that emotional with you. That, okay, when the money doesn't come through with this round of investment, we can enact plan B or plan C if we need to. And so you can respond like, okay, this didn't happen. This is not a happy situation. This causes a lot more work for us. But if we do plan B, we'll be covered and we can move forward. So that is the fourth. And the fifth thing to do if you want to feel more confident in your life is number 5 is consistency again. I thought that'd be pretty funny to sneak that in there twice consistently, because it is so important. So I hope you found that as funny as I did. Again, the 5 things to do if you want to feel more confident are consistency, challenge, agency, acceptance, and consistency. I hope this serves you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you really are into your high performance and want to hear a bunch of different things regarding high performance, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel below. You can also go to SeanButler.com and sign up for my newsletter. I love to keep in contact and keep cheering you guys on. You guys are awesome. I know that if you're here, you are probably successful, probably a high performer, and you're looking to get to that next level. And I just want to cheer you on for that and honor you for that, because that is insanely needed in today's world.